rain in this forecast, and it continues. Doug Gucker's joining us from the U of I Extension this morning. We cannot catch a break from that rain, and that also means that now farmers are dealing with the weeds.
Yes, they are. And even though we've been very fortunate in this part of Illinois to get our crops planted and our gardens planted, we did it when the soil was wet. It was cloddy. We didn't kill quite all the weeds. We killed most of them, but not quite all of them.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be battling that as we go into the year.
So speaking of planting, though, let's start with that. How has that been going?
Here in Central Illinois, we pretty much finished up around the 10th of June in this area. We get up to Bloomington or south of Springfield and to the southwest and to the west. They're still trying to plant in some areas.
Right. Okay. So let's talk about the weeds now.
Yes.
Can we kill these with an herbicide?
Almost.
Okay.
Almost. And back in 2017, we had a really wet May, and so we ended up planting soybeans that year, particularly in wet, cloddy soils that we worked, and the weeds had gotten too tall. And so I kind of took a photo journal, and maybe they'll show the picture. And what it was that the weeds got very tall. This particular weed was 16 inches tall. I photographed it an hour before it was sprayed and came back a week later, and it looked dead.
Oh, no.
Totally brown. You thought, man, I did it.
You did it.
I did it. And I came back a month later.
And it was back.
It was back, just as green as ever.
Same thing.
and by Labor Day, it was 4.5 feet tall, full of seed heads, and so it was, even though they killed over 90% of the weeds, the weeds that did survive were very productive. They were very productive. And so that's kind of the message is that we only really get one chance to control weeds, and when they're small, herbicides can be quite effective, but as they get larger, particularly as we reach a foot tall, if we don't kill them the first time, they are going to survive.
Yeah, they're very persistent, those little guys.
Yes, they are. And for homeowners, you know, they have things in the garden as well.
Right.
And so, of course, we love the hand hoe, but then we have also rototillers, but we also have the idea of synthetic organic mulches. And so we can use our black plastic, our weed barriers, all very good, particularly around our perennials and shrubbery. Cover them with some organic mulch. It works great. All
right. Doug, if people are interested in getting a little bit more information from you, how can they get in touch with you?
They can go to, hey, there it is.
There it is.
go.illinois.edu/DMP for do it, make it, and pie it. The phone number is 217-877-6042, or there's my email, dgucker@illinois.edu.
Doug, thanks so much for being here on this Friday morning. Unfortunately, maybe we could get out there a little bit early and take care of some of those weeds before that rain comes back.
Or mow.
Or mow. Get that done too. Thanks, Doug.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of the morning show right after this.